Hello everyone, Irvin Thomas Wilson here. So today I'm going to talk about a case that falls under section 79 of IPC. So here are the words of section 79. Section 79 says that act done by a person justified or by mistake of fact believing himself justified by law. Nothing is an offense which is done by any person who is justified by law, or who by reason of a mistake of fact and not by reason of a mistake of law in good faith believes himself to be justified by law in doing it. So the case that I am going to discuss is State of Orissa versus Ram Bahadur Tapa. So this case is purely a case of superstition which further leads to the commission of an act which was clearly under a mistake of fact. So, at first, the Sessions Court uh, gave acquittal to the respondent, that is Ram Bahadur Tapa, from this case. He was charged with sections 302, 324, and 326 of Indian Penal Code. The Sessions Court acquitted the person, but the state further appealed it to the Supreme Court. So I will just describe the facts of the case. So the facts of the case are as follows. Uh, Jagat Bandhu Chatterjee of the firm of Chatterjee Brothers, Calcutta, came to Rasgovindpur, accompanied by a Nepali servant named Ram Bahadur Tapa. He is the respondent in this case. In April 1958, they came for the purpose of purchasing an aerospace located there. So around the aerospace, there were Adivasis, tribal people, or yes, tribal people living who had strong belief in ghosts. And the aerodrome had earned notoriety as being infested with ghosts, especially on Tuesdays and Saturdays. The people there believed that they saw some uh, figures in the night that were lurking through the darkness. So on 20th of May 1958 at about midnight, Jagat Bandhu, along with Ram Bahadur Tapa and Krishna Chandra, the person at whose house they were staying at, where Jagat Bandhu and Ram Bahadur Tapa were staying at, went to see the ghosts as they were anxious about it. So near the aerodrome area, they noticed a flickering light at a distance. So there was a strong wind blowing, all a horror film attitude or horror film scenery, and they got an impression that the light was some kind of uh, dark energy or dark power. So they thought that some ghosts were dancing and ran towards the place they were staying. So the Nepali servant, the Ram Bahadur Tapa, with his kurki, he attacked the ghost, and accidentally he also hit Krishna Chandra, the person's house they were staying at. In the process, he was acting self-defense over there from ghosts. So it was subsequently discovered that the persons who he attacked and injured were some female Majis of the locality who had collected under a mohua tree with a hurricane lantern. So that is a kind of lantern they have, the tribal people have. So they gathered for the purpose of gathering mohua flowers at the hour of the midnight. So one of the female was killed and two females were grievously injured, and Krishna Chandra was also injured. So the respondent was charged with 302 IPC for murder of the female, under section 326 IPC for having caused grievous hurt to the two other females, and section 324 IPC for having caused hurt to Krishna Chandra. So the main issues for the state to give an appeal to the higher court, that is to the Supreme Court, was the issues they highlighted were whether or not the respondent will be protected under section 79 of IPC, or whether or not the order of acquittal was correct. So here, just analyzing uh, the facts. So the section 79 says that act done by a person justified or by mistake of fact believing himself justified by law. As I said, nothing is an offense which is done by good faith or mistake of fact, and not by the reason of mistake of law, believe himself to be justified by law in doing it. So the benefit of section 79 IPC is available to a person who by a reason of mistake of fact in good faith believes him to be justified by law in doing an act, unless from the facts and circumstances established it can be reasonably held that one did not act in good faith. So here, by going through the facts, he was just exercising his self-defense. Faith requires due care and attention. There can be no general standard of care and attention applicable to all persons. And under all circumstances, what is due care and attention depends on the position in which a man finds himself and varies in different cases. So here at midnight he was scared, and to protect himself from the dark spirits or the dark spirits that he believed to be, so he was attacking them. So the question of good faith must be considered with reference to the position of the accused and the circumstances under which he acts. Keeping in mind the circumstances of the case, intellect of the servant. Okay, the servant was also illiterate, and he also believed in superstitious. Was superstitious. The judgment of the lower court was correct. The servant acted in good faith, as he was a firm believer of ghosts. Jagat Bandhu and Krishnachandar, despite being educated, did not stop him in attacking the ghost and made no efforts to remove this impression from his mind. So this is my analysis of the case. So let me know your comment, guys. Thank you.